folks, Patrick here. Just finished the Casablanca Marathon, finished my 90-day challenge a couple of days ago, and just had a wonderful lunch and soaked my legs in the Atlantic Ocean for a good 10 minutes to prevent the sore muscles next week. And I will share with you the results of my 90-day challenge as soon as I get back indoors, because the sound of the wind is a bit too strong here. So I'll catch you in a second, and I'll share with you the results and also my lessons learned. See you in a bit. Alright, so I'm back home, and I've got my stats with me, so let me just share those with you quickly. So if you recall, 90 days ago I started my challenge. My goal was to exercise at least 7 minutes a day, which seems like a very simple goal, but one of the things I learned was it's not that simple at all. So I wanted to exercise at least 7 minutes a day, at least 5 days a week. And I would say on average in the 90 days I've probably exercised very close to 5 days, but very rarely more than 5 days. During the time that I started my challenge and today, we moved to North Africa. We got settled in, the girls started school, and life just got really busy. So exercising 7 minutes a day is the same as exercising 20 minutes a day, really. And at the end of it, really what you have to do is make sure you set a time and develop a routine. And that's pretty much what I did, I would say, the last month of my 90-day challenge. And one of the things that really drove me to getting that routine was about 6 weeks ago when I found out that there was a marathon here in Casablanca. And I said, you know what, I'm going to start training for it, and it'll just force me to stick to my 90-day challenge. Now that created its own challenge because I wasn't running very much. I hadn't been running since July, and we moved here, and then I started swimming in our pool, and I decided to do the Casablanca Marathon. So I had 6 weeks to train, and this brought me to another lessons learned that I had. So usually I run about 3 marathons a year. This year in 2012 I haven't run one. Well, now I have, but I haven't run one, and I had a very low base. Like probably a 6 miles was probably the longest distance I did all year. So when I started my training, I really had to ramp things up quickly, but still respect some of the gospel of marathon trainings, which is you never increase your mileage more than 10% per week. And I train on the theory that you shouldn't run more than 3 days a week. A lot of people say you run 5 days a week. Some people run 6. I personally don't run more than 3 days a week. So I had to really develop a training plan that would work to bring me to a sufficient enough mileage base to complete a marathon. And what happened was, over the 6-week period, I had run to a maximum of probably 3 hours. And that was my long, slow run, so that was probably a maximum of 25 kilometers, maybe 30 kilometers. And a marathon is 42.2. So it's not the ideal, and my goal actually was just to finish. And today I actually did finish. It's my slowest time ever. But the lesson learned in all this was you can train for a marathon on 3 days a week of running. You can also train for a marathon. I wouldn't recommend 6 weeks like I did because I'm pretty sore. But I completed it, so that's great. But I would definitely say that you can train for a marathon in 10 to 12 weeks, and anybody can do that with no base at all. So I hope you enjoyed this. 90-day challenge was training 7 minutes a day, and basically it was a very successful challenge. So, my stats. So here we go. I started with a 38-inch waist. I dropped down to a 37-inch waist. I started with a 43-inch chest. I dropped down to 41.5, and that's probably because I did very little chest training apart from the push-ups once a week. And I would say in the 3-month period I probably did push-ups 6 times. I would do other exercises. and my weight, my hips dropped from 42 to 41, and my weight dropped from 193 to 185, and I probably lost 4 pounds today, but my challenge is over, so I'm not counting that, but that's probably just water anyway. I'll gain it all back tomorrow. And so I'm saying try it out. Try to set your own challenge goal. Try something simple. You may be surprised how hard it really is. The key to 90-day challenge is to try something new, challenge yourself, and see how far you can go. So Patrick Purcell signing off. You have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.